Cash me outside. How about that? What does that even mean? Is it a lottery? Do you get paid? Why just cash? No debit, credit, square? YouTube, this is P31 Diva here, coming to you with a Sisterlocks vlog. So, you've gotten it in your head and heart and wallet that you want Sisterlocks. You picked your consultant. You may even have a consultation date. You may even have an establishment date on the calendar. What should you be doing to your hair between now and then? Great question. So glad you asked. Disclaimer, not a licensed cosmetologist. Not an unlicensed cosmetologist. Not a dermatologist, not a doctor, not a nurse, not a midwife, not a sound healer, or a shaman. Just a Sisterlocks aficionado. Number 1, color your hair now while it's still loose. Yes, you can color Sisterlocks. However, when you're a new Sisterlocks wearer, your Sisterlocks consultant will probably pump the brakes on you and ask you to wait on coloring your hair. So if you know you want color and you know that you do not want to wait, color your hair now. Number 2, stop, cease, and desist all wigs, weaves, braids, and other types of protective styles. Give your hair and scalp a break. Number 3, get your ends clipped. Ideally, if you can do this prior to your consultation, that's even better. You don't want your ends completely blunt for your establishment, but if you know that you have some ends that are less than desirable condition, go ahead and get them clipped now. Most consultants base your price, one of the factors that your price will be based off of is the length of your hair. So if you know you have some damaged ends that you want to go ahead and get out of the way, do that now, ideally before your consultation, so that your pricing, the price that you're quoted, will be the most accurate price for the length of your hair. Number 4. Number 4. Stop using any butters, whips, milks, custards, soufflés. All natural hair products sound like you can eat them. Stop using all of those and allow your hair and scalp to breathe. I see a lot of new Sisterlocks wearers in the first few months complaining of their scalps being super dry, super itchy, flaky. And I think, again, you already go back, rewind if you need to go back to the disclaimer. I think that your scalp has to go through a detox period. Your Sisterlocks consultant, especially at the beginning of your journey, is going to recommend that you use nothing on your hair. No shampoos, shampoo only, no conditioners, no oils, things like that. So if you are used to slathering your hair and scalp and then all of a sudden you just stop, I think your scalp has to kind of go through a detoxification period in which it learns how to balance the natural oils that your scalp normally produces, the sebum that your scalp normally produces. So I feel that if you do that while your hair is loose, it's a little bit easier to make that transition. Number 5 is to take these last few weeks or months and really condition your hair. Take some time to do some deep condition treatments. Take some time to do a protein treatment if you want, if you're into that. I did. Take some time to condition your hair, because once you start your Sisterlocks journey, at the beginning, you're going to be recommended to not use any conditioner. Going back to number 1, which was about if you wanted to color your hair, do it now while your hair is loose. So when you color your hair, when you say take it from a black or a dark brown to say a red or a more brownishy blonde, you are opening up the cuticle of your hair. So if you think of your hair, a great example is if you think of a palm tree, the trunk of a palm tree has all those kind of little pieces on it. That's your hair cuticle. Your hair cuticle is somewhat smoothed down, but when you lift your hair color, you're opening up that cuticle. So it's opening up and you're depositing the color into the cortex of the hair. That tends to dry your hair. And most times after you get your hair colored, you typically take some time to condition your hair to get it back in shape so it doesn't feel so dry. And you don't color your hair prior to getting Sisterlocks, you're going to need to wait a period of time until you're able to add conditioner back into your regimen. That may be anywhere from a year to 2 years for some people. I don't know. It depends on you, your hair texture, your consultant, all those things. So if you know you want color and you know you don't want to wait possibly a year, go ahead and color your hair while it's loose, because you're not going to have that opportunity to condition the hair initially. The Sisterlocks Starter Shampoo is meant to strip your hair, to roughen your cuticle, to encourage your hair to lock faster. So imagine that if you have hair that is somewhat dry from coloring, as a locked, and the hair's already locked, it's a little bit dry from coloring, and then you're being recommended to not use any conditioners, that's a recipe for straw, if you ask me. So if you color your hair prior to, you have time to deep condition your hair so that when your hair is actually put into the locking pattern, it's nice and back to being moisturized. So I hope those 5 tips help you. If you are somebody who is new to the Sisterlocks, about to start your journey, let me know what things you're doing to prepare your hair. If you want to know exactly what I did to prepare my hair, you can go over to my blog, which is p31diva-blogs.blogspot.com. And I'll also leave a link to it in the description box, but I have a detailed regimen of what I did to my hair in the weeks leading up to my establishment. If you're somebody who already has Sisterlocks, why don't you leave down in the comment section what you did to prepare your hair. As always, I hope you guys have a day and or night as beautiful as you are. Take care. Catch me outside. How about that?